Hello everyone, it's your Options Guy. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, welcome. I showcase daily videos of my gains and losses. I discuss which options I'm playing and what I expect to do next. So in today's video, we're going to talk about four things. Number one, we're going to do a quick portfolio update. Number two, we're going to talk about how I believe Palantir is going to smash their earnings. Number three, we're going to talk about the interview that happened today with the CEO of Palantir. And number four, we're going to talk about some pre-market movement. Okay, so the first thing is my portfolio went up a good amount today. It was not like a crazy good day, but it was a good day overall. My portfolio is coming back up. It was down somewhere around 75 range-ish not that long ago. Let's see, somewhere around here. It was 75, 70-ish. And I want to bring it back up to 116. So I believe that it will be somewhere around 120 either by the end of this month, if not definitely by March. So stick around if you want to see me get to that goal. And so overall, I have 6,000 shares of Palantir. I have all my money in here. I also have 30 calls of Palantir with the expiration of March 19th. Normally, I don't buy calls. I just sell calls and puts. However, I am bullish on Palantir and I expect it to be somewhere around the 28-30 range at least by March 19th, if not sooner. So that is why I decided to buy calls. Not only that, the implied volatility is fairly low with the calls that and at the time I bought them. So I feel like the IV will go up as we get closer to demo day and as we get closer to earnings. Okay, so now let's talk about how I think Palantir is going to smash their earnings. So in Benzinga, they did a good documentation of their current wins. And so as you can see here, they had a 44 million contract with the Food and Drug Administration. They had 113.8 million with the U.S. Army's Program Executive Office of Information Systems. They also had a 31.5 million contract with the UK's National Health Service. And here they also added a 22.5 million contract with Sampo Holdings. So there's contracts going all over the place, mainly with the US government, but you can also see that UK is in there. And this is not considering the 8 million that was recently came out a couple days ago with one of the Japanese companies. So if you do the math, so adding up all the contracts, that comes out to around 200 and almost 220 million for this quarter, which is a really important number because if we take a look at what happened in their last quarter, so here on Market Beat, it shows you based on their last earnings report on November 12th, the business had revenue of 289.37 million compared to what the analysts predicted, which around 200 and they had 289 and the analysts predicted 279. So it was overall a good bump up in revenue, which is what I think caught the eyes of many institutions such as ARK Investing, and they see how this company is generating huge percentages quarter over quarter and year over year. So overall, I understand that they're currently not a profitable company, and the last earnings they had what you would consider a very low earnings compared to what was expected. But a big chunk of that, the money that brought them down was because of the direct public offering, which cost around I believe it was somewhere around 850 million, somewhere around there. So they won't have that expense going into next quarter, and that should definitely bump them up into a profit margin. So now the question is, when is their next earnings? If you go into Robinhood, it shows you that the earnings that they expect is to come out on March 15th. However, when I do some more research, I keep seeing February 11th as their next earning dates, their next earning date for 2021. I don't know if that's right. Based on what I see, this date is what's expected based on their previous years of earnings. So we're expected to hear more on like when the actual data is supposed to come out. All right, so let's talk real quick about the interview that happened with the CEO. So I won't play the whole video, but because in the beginning of the video, it was mainly about politics and what's going on with the current political news. Then somewhere in the middle of the video, that's when they start talking about the company and more asking more technical questions. However, I do want to play this one small clip where the interviewer asked the CEO about the software used and how it helped bring down or track down bin Laden. So let's go ahead and play that part.
Technology was useful to the Obama administration and to the CIA under Leon Panetta in the hunt for Osama bin Laden. Let me just ask you, is that true?
Well, Palantir, I mean, it's one of those questions, obviously, when you run a company like mine, you're never allowed to answer. But what I can tell you is, Palantir has stopped, disrupted some of the largest terror attacks you've never heard of.
Well, there you go. So he can't answer it, but you can make your own interpretation of whether that's a yes or no. And the other cool thing is that he goes on to explain even further where the software is being used in other counterterrorism that the public doesn't even know about. So Palantir is definitely a mysterious company. However, there's good potential because not only because of like their software, but because of their leadership. And they're also showing good revenue. So overall, in paper, Palantir looks like a good company to be investing, and it does have the hype of the retail investors. So all in all, I feel like they're gonna definitely smash their earnings. They may have more contracts that we don't even know about that they just haven't brought to the public, and with all that, it will definitely help smash the earnings. Okay, so real quick, this is just showing the pre-market movement, and Palantir is actually doing really well in the pre-market. I actually haven't seen it go up this much in the pre-market in a while. Normally it goes up in the pre-market and then it dies down shortly after. However, it seems to be just scaling up. Overall, PLTR has been having lower lows recently, so that's good. I mean, it has a trend upwards, and this interview definitely helped a lot. It's definitely following the market uptrend as well. So overall, I feel like PLTR may even pass 26 tomorrow. So watch out for that. And I feel like next week we might finally be in that 30 range zone or might be able to break it. Okay, and then it just switched by the way here to 21.10 just because of it also shows like the euro amount versus the American amount. So yeah, don't worry about that negative 15. Anyway, so if you like this video, please give a like, please subscribe. That would definitely help out my channel and help it grow. If you want to keep following me on my daily videos and see my gains and losses, hopefully some more gains than losses, then definitely hit that subscribe button. Add any comments if you feel like anything I shared was wrong, or if you feel like what I shared was to your liking, or anything else if you want to share. I'll definitely get back to you. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys in the next video.